2hollis is a relatively new artist bringing a whole new wave to the underground scene. He produces all his own songs and has an insane amount of uniqueness and variety. From his major beef with Essentia water bottles or the crazy lore behind all his music, he's definitely someone I would recommend looking into. In this video, I'll show you how to take crazy aspects from his beats and songs so you can incorporate them into your own style and beats. This video holds a ton of value in producing tricks, so I recommend you stay to the end. Let's get right into the video. I have a hunch that he's doing his own sound design, so I'm gonna do a bit of that to start off the beat. I'm gonna add some reverb inside of Serum. I'm gonna add a filter. I'm gonna turn the detune down a bit. To make all these chords, I'm just starting off with a bass note, pitching it down 5 semitones, then pitching it up an octave, and then I'm getting the root note, and then just straight up pitching it up an octave and filling in notes that sound right. That's pretty much my formula for all chords I make. I'm sure music theory would make it more efficient. This is just how I've learned to cook up. I'm gonna select all the bass notes, hold shift, click, control down arrow to pitch them down an octave. That's just so the sound takes up more space to make it have a fuller feeling. I'm gonna remove some of the lows anyway because we're gonna add a bass. I'm gonna copy the chords over and make another Serum. I'm just gonna find a preset this time instead of making it. I want a key. I'm gonna strum it, press Alt S to strum it. I'm gonna add some delay to it, ping pong delay. I'm gonna add a little pluck. With 2hollis beats and songs, he always has an insanely catchy pluck melody. I don't know how he comes up with it. I'm gonna try and come up with my own, but they're always so fire. Dun, 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 dun. Right there, I was having trouble coming up with a pluck pattern. And what I did to solve that is I literally just listened to the chords I had and just emptied my brain. And it literally just came to me. You can do that by humming it as well if you can't just do it by sitting in silence. It's a very underrated trick. I'm gonna add some delay to this pluck pattern and an EQ. I'm gonna turn the delay way down. It's just so when I add a sidechain has more of an effect because there's more sound for it to work with. I'm gonna use that same concept and add some reverb. Now for the drop, I wanna have this pluck pattern, but I want a way more crazy sound playing it. So click on this, Control C, Control V. I'm gonna add a bass. I'm gonna go into my Shuttersphere Serum preset pack and choose one of the basses from it. Let's try them out. I'm just gonna follow the bass notes of the chords. Press Control L to link them. Control A, Control up arrow. I like this one. Alright, I'm gonna start adding a sidechain. I saw what some of you guys recommended in the comments of my pop beat video. I don't have gross beat at the moment, so for now, I'm gonna stick to the sidechaining method that I know, but in the future, I'm definitely gonna try different ways out. Anyways, this is how I do it. Okay, so for the first sound, I'm just gonna go into the mixer, right click on the volume tab, click create automation clip. I'm gonna drag my pattern into the playlist, and I want it to hit on every metronome. So hold shift, drag this in. I want it to hit on every metronome like that. Drag the start of it down, drag this little dot up. I'm gonna solo it so you can hear it. And I'm gonna do the same for all the sounds I have so far. I'm gonna turn the BPM down a little bit. I'm gonna pitch them all up by 1. Hold Control, select them all. Go to this down arrow, click transpose selected, press 1, press the check. I'm I'm gonna start adding some drums. So for the snare, I'm gonna have the pattern like this instead of the normal clap pattern. I'm gonna take some low end out of the snare, but I like how it's sounding. Was that a kick? Right click, click fill each 4 steps. I'm turning the kick way up, and the only reason it isn't destroying our ears is because on the master I have a fruity soft clipper. If you're in FL, this is so clutch. Now I'm gonna add some hats. There's a certain type of bounce that he does in his songs, which I find so fire. I'm gonna try and put my own spin on it. I don't know if this is exactly what he does in his door or wherever he cooks up. I'm gonna put this little open hat in. It's kind of like how house beats. I'm gonna add some distortion to that pluck so it stands out more. I'm gonna use Decapitator from Sound Toys. I'm gonna add another serum. I want to layer the chords again onto another unique sound. This is a sound from my serum bank as well. I'm gonna add effectors to it. I'm gonna add one more counter. I'm gonna add third step delay to this. Alright, let's arrange it. This is one of the most important parts of these type of beats especially. Right click on your pattern, split by channel, select the top sound, hold shift, select the bottom sound, drag them into the playlist. I'm gonna press Control A and then hold Control B, and I'm gonna delete everything except for the sidechain automations so I can figure out how I want this to come in. I'm gonna make sure everything's unmuted. Let's start off with the original chords that I made. Alright, for this section, I've made the bass unique, and I'm gonna spice up the bass pattern. That's so sick. Alright, I'm just gonna have this repeat, Control B. And for the outro, I'll leave out the side chaining and I won't have this crazy bass. I'll have this simple one. And that's the beat. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is a very different type of beat to what I would usually make. And shout out to 2hollis. He's one of my favorite artists right now. You should all go check him out. And if you learned anything new from this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing or checking out some of my other cook-ups. My new Millennial one-shot kit is the first link in the description if anyone's interested. And goodbye.